Mesti hebat.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Kami dari kumpulan D akan membentangkan mini projek DEC20012 Fundamental Programming. Soalannya adalah, in one group, build a program using the C programming language that contains the following control structure component. Repetition loop for y do y. Kumpulan kami terdiri daripada 4 orang, iaitu Jerald, Jy Jamson, nombor metriknya 09 DJK2A 1044. Nombor 2, saya sendiri iaitu Muhammad Lukman Bin Shafie, nombor metrik 09 DJK2A 1023. Ahli yang ketiga adalah Muhammad Izzat Bin Mahat, nombor metriknya 09 DJK2F 1063. Yang keempat, ahli kumpulan kami adalah Alif Naam Bin Nasharuddin, nombor metrik 09 DJK2F 1026.
Okay, introduction. A for loop is a control flow statement for specifying an iteration, which allows code to be executed repeatedly. A for loop has two parts: a header specifying an iteration, and a body which is executed once per iteration. The leader often declares an explicit loop counter or loop variable, which allows the body to know which iteration is being executed. For loops are typically used when the number of iterations is known before entering the loop. For loop can be true of as shortened for while loops which increment and test a loop variable. Next.
Okay, poin kedua. A while loop is used to repeat a specific block of code and a known number of times until a condition is met. For example, if we want to ask a user for a number between 1 and n, we do not know how many times the user may enter a legal number. So we keep asking while the number is not between 1 and 10. If we, or the computer, know exactly how many times to execute a section of code, such as shuffling a deck of cards, we use a for loop. A while loop is control flow statement that allow code to be executed repeatedly based on a given Boolean condition. The while loop can be thought of a repeating if statement. Poin seterusnya.
Thank you, Izzat. Next, a do while. Loop is a control flow statement that executes a block of code at least once and then repeatedly execute the block or not, depending on a given Boolean block's condition at the end of the block. Some languages may use a different naming convention for this type of loop. For example, the Pascal language has a repeat until loop, which continues to run until the control operation is true, and then terminates, whereas a while loop runs while the control expression is true and terminates once the operation becomes false. Let's continue to Lukman.
Thank you, Naam. Lastly, For the group, we wanted to make a project about building a program using the C programming language that that contains the following control structure components such for Y and do Y in our project. We want to show the result of of the program in making a selection when ordering food at the counter.
Ni adalah projek untuk grup Muhammad Lukman. Kami memilih bisnes adalah Pizza La Abe Lukman. Boleh Lukman?
Oleh.
Ni contoh projek kita. Dan seterusnya program.
In conclusion, has a conclusion on this C tutorial, students have learned about different looping statement in C programming language. Besides, student be able to do a task which is build a program using for Y and do Y in one program also. Also, we have gone through different examples to understand the use use of C looping statement. Then students were able to identify the meaning of for Y and do Y. Next, students also be able to make flowchart based on the program that has made. Lastly, we also learn on how to make a for Y and do Y looping in one program for this mini project. That's all. Thank you.
Setelah kita lakukan program ataupun coding, inilah hasilnya. Kita akan dapat. Lepas itu kita akan run untuk dapatkan output dia. Welcome to Pizza La Abe Lukman. Pick your order. Saya tulis nama saya. Dan inilah kita ada menu dia. Flavor, pizza size, extra topping. Saya akan pilih satu pepperoni pizza. Pizza size saya akan pilih regular 7. Extra topping saya akan tambah extra cheese 13. Dan itu saja, kita keluar 17. Saya akan bagi duit saya RM50. Dan inilah hasilnya yang kita dapat. Total flavor price RM6. Total pizza size price RM10. Total extra topping RM4. Jadi total overallnya ialah RM20. So saya akan dapat baki RM30 kerana saya bayar RM50. Itu saja.
Say heaven.